Hey kiddos! Today for our video lesson, I thought that we would take some time to discuss distractions. What exactly is a distraction? Well, a distraction means anything that would pull us away from God, take away time from God. It's easy to detract time from God so that we can spend time out with friends. Maybe some of you like to free read, playing video games, being on Facebook, things like that. But these things, if they become our focus, also serve to be a great distraction from a powerful relationship that we can have with Jesus Christ. And so today's theme is going to be over distractions and how we as Christians can work today in this world with those distractions while at the same time serving God, serving others, and ultimately fulfilling the Great Commission. So, who is it that we rely on? Is it on God or the things and the needs and the wants that we have in this world? Well, if we turn to Matthew chapter 4, God has something to say about the needs of this world versus the words of Him. He says in chapter 4 of Matthew, verse 4, Jesus responds to Satan and says, "It is written that man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Now, what does this mean? What I can tell you is it's not speaking specifically, literally, about bread.
What?
Rather, Jesus is referring to the needs that we will have in this world. And even these needs, he's pointing out, are nothing in contrast to the words of God. You see, God provides us with all things that we need. He only asks that we first seek His kingdom and His righteousness. Now, in our sinful lifestyles, however, we move beyond simply what we need, and we dwell a lot on the things that we desire from our hearts, our wants, right? The problem is, some of these wants, they may not necessarily be sinful things, but if they become too much of our broader, larger focus, then they detract from God. They don't give Him time. Jesus says in Matthew 6, verses 19 through 21, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." The focus is on God here, God and the heavenly things, not the things of this world, not the greedy passions and desires that we have.
What is this?
It's a basket.
I want one. That one. Grab me that. Let's see. Oh. All right. I know this one. This is yarn, right?
Yes.
Just start. I have that. Ooh, also those. Ooh, it needs some new fineware. Let's see. Let's see that there. The plate. Ooh, and throw in a cup. All right. All right. I want that and that. Ooh, and those. Where's the guard?
You see, kiddos, The things of this world, they're fruitless. They have no everlasting or eternal value. The Apostle John even writes, "Do not love the world or anything in the world. For if anyone loves the world, then the love of the Father is not in him. For everything in the world, the cravings of sinful man, the lust of his eyes, and the boasting of what he has and does, comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires may pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever." So what does God desire for us? Well, in all our decisions, God wants us to first consider Him. Because when we consider Him, then we will be able to give more of ourselves for the cause of the kingdom and the growth of the kingdom. Jesus says, "If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will find it. What good is it for a man to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit his very self?" What Jesus is talking about here when he says to deny ourselves is, by denying yourself, you're putting off your own desires. It means that you're giving more time, more consideration to God by thinking of His ways first. It's really about, when it talks also about losing our life to save it, it's about living holy. When we live holy, or fully holy, giving up more or all of ourselves to God, what we're doing is we're giving Him more of our time, energy, and focus. So kiddos, after you watch this video, I want you to seriously take some time to step back and think. How much of yourself are you giving up to God? Are you serving as much as you want to? Are you talking to people about your faith as much as you ought to? God asks us to live fully in a righteous and holy manner before Him. That is why I want you to practice, not just this week, this month, but I want you to start applying to your life what it means to be holy or fully righteous, holy with God. And if you do those things, you will be blessed. Have a great day, guys.
All right, we'll just skip a shop. We'll skip a shop, Scott. Come.
Dreidel, dreidel, da-da-da-da-da-da. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No!